I have shared premonitions before with you. I have shared my visions of coming years. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that these have come to pass. I can't know details. I just see certain things, just like you do. I have one for you right now that's very interesting. In fact, it's so bizarre and out there, it's no reason for this to even show up, but it's shown up a couple of times now within 24 hours. I'm going to mention it to you because let's see what happens with this. And I want to hear if you have some premonitions, not prophecies. Premonition is just an imprint of something that you're not sure why you're getting it, but we all have access to the future and the past. It all exists at once, so there's no reason for us to not see it. We also can change it, but let me tell you what I saw last night. Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. I'm hiding away because there's construction going on the other side of my house. Okay, let's talk about premonitions and what this means. This was a dream state of mine. I have no reason to have dreamt this. I don't watch television that has anything to do with this. No movies, no nothing that prompted this. But last night, I dreamt very distinct, one of those theta kind of dreams, that I was in China. I was with a hosting group, people that were taking me everywhere to different events and different things. They had a whole schedule for me. And I didn't really know what the schedule was, but I went along with everything. We went on a shopping trip. We had this huge event that we were going to that had this huge, just big, elaborate entertainment thing that went on. I can give you details of that. People that were entertainers that were walking around that looked like they were giants, and there was lighting and all kinds of amazing stuff. And then there was this huge dinner and entertainment, and I was there for this event. Now, I didn't speak English. I can even remember the customs of things there that I wasn't particularly comfortable with. I saw how they treated the animals, which was just very disturbing, and a few other things, which I'll go to in a minute. Now, during the dream, this number came up, especially like it came up when I was starting to wake up. 2014, and it was huge, and it stayed there. So prominent that when I woke up, I thought, what does 2014 mean? I have no idea. Now, if you saw my other video, I went to my computer, and in my email was a Chinese media company who contacted me directly and wants to represent me in China on one of their channels, actually several platforms. They're on about 8 different platforms. One of them's TikTok, and their form of YouTube over there. They're doing it for free. And obviously they're going to take some kind of commission, but they want to put all of my videos over on these platforms. I don't know where that came from, all right? But just I find it very odd that I had this dream. Now, I looked up just now 2014. I'm paying attention to this stuff, and so should you. You might want to start to take notes with your dreams, especially those that are so vivid, it's like you're there, like you're really living it, which we actually are in a reality. In 2014, in China, was a major earthquake that killed thousands and thousands of people. All right? In China. It was also the year worldwide where the Ebola virus broke out. But I paid attention to the 2014 China most of all because the dream was in China, and 2014 and China came up together. Now this whole thing with animals, that was interesting too, because today I got several emails about animal abuse, of which I support very strongly. And of course I'm signing petitions and sending money constantly to stop all of this that's going on with animals and testing and how they're treated. these things are coming to an end. But what is very interesting is I wanted to share this with you now, not after something happens and then you say, hey, I had that dream, I had that premonition. Write it down now and date it. And when you get dates or you get specific things that are so like in your face, look them up and see what they could possibly mean. So, is there an earthquake coming to China, or is there some other thing that's going to shake up China? The fact that I got contacted because China supposedly is infiltrating TikTok with some kind of, security breach kind of problem, which is why in Florida here, we're supposed to take TikTok, not everybody, it's the universities, and they recommend everybody just remove it from their phones. What does all that mean? By the way, I had no clue about that until today after the dream. I didn't know the TikTok issue had anything to do with China. I looked it up today. Why are we being told to take it off of our phones, TikTok? And why is Florida banning it from all the most of the universities? What's going on? There's something going on. I don't know what it is. Again, do not go into fear. All of these things that are coming to light are coming to light sooner than later. In other words, things are coming out now that are showing what could be in the works that can be changed. I want you to know that. So ask yourself, what you're participating in, and if maybe in your gut you need to make some changes or redirect your attention. So an earthquake could be an actual earthquake. Again, it could represent the collapse of something or some major changes, right? I am not a dream interpreter, and dream interpreters so far haven't gotten it right. They all have different meanings for what these things are, and I think unless you know your personal circumstances and have other information, you can't really pinpoint that. It's a personal thing. So let's see what happens, but I think there's something very big going on with China. I think that there's maybe it's not solid ground. An earthquake represents, things that are unstable. Maybe it is, like I said, an actual earthquake. But let's start watching. Now I'm launching Digital Explorers as of this video. It's coming out shortly. Digital Explorers is a platform for business owners and anybody who has their own business, spiritually conscious businesses, that wants to launch a business online very simply, step by step, and it's based on passion and purpose first, and then the money comes, because you will be successful when you love what you do. And so instead of saying, oh, I want to make a ton of money, how do I make the money? And that never works. It just doesn't. All those businesses, they collapse because they're built on sand. Passion and purpose and service to others is a solid foundation. And everybody that's building their businesses off my platform are going to get that. Now, here's what I want to share with you that's connected to this video. I don't allow anyone to source products or any components from countries that are destructive to the planet and don't respect people, the workers. Well, we know what country that includes, all right? So if people are just trying to make a buck and buy the cheapest stuff, and they want to do it from a country that has no regard at all for our planet, with textiles or anything else, great, you get it cheap. There are huge repercussions from that. We have to start making decisions. I don't care if something costs more. If it has been sustainably produced, and you've got small business owners that care about what they're giving the public, we have to support them. And my platform is for those business owners. So if you're into that and you're in my free email list, you'll hear about that, and I'll announce it here. So we cannot support anyone who is destroying the planet, even though it's convenient to buy those products. I want you to start paying attention. And this is not about boycotting or pointing fingers or causing conflict or anything like that. It's just making higher decisions, because what will happen is, as I shared with you over and over again, the businesses that don't respect our planet will, or your body, or anything else, will have to make changes. They will not be in business if we don't support them. We are 100% in control. That's why when we blame everybody else, the banking systems and the governments, we are not taking responsibility because they don't exist without our support. We have to be on board with it. World War II never would have happened if everyone said, I'm not picking up a gun. There's another human being, not a religion or a different culture, just another human being. I won't do it. Because the repercussions of doing it are way, way less pleasant than saying no. You ready to say no? So I want you to do your homework. Again, this isn't about picking on any one country or culture or anything else. It's about who is making higher decisions. Is it you? It's time to do this. You're going to hear more of this type of video from me because I want us to live that healthy lifestyle, because I know it's what everybody is here meant to do. If you don't choose it, that's okay too. But wouldn't you rather live a beautiful, stress-free, loving, all-encompassing, welcoming, I mean everything about you is beautiful and perfect, and to never be told what to do or criticized for being different, having different choices, that's all going to be dissolving too. It's all going to be like old school, like, okay, we don't need to talk about this anymore. Make your own choice about your body and your lifestyle. If it's peaceful, it's welcome. Let's go into that world. So let's see what happens with China. Yeah. All right, I'm going to keep you updated if I have any more premonitions, and we'll see what that translates into. I hope that you will share my videos on any platform. You can post them anywhere you want. This is training that I got in internet training. Those are free videos. That's the real deal, like technical training, all this stuff for any kind of business you want to start. You can go in and get those free videos too. It's the training I took. I highly recommend it. It's not the same training that I'm going to be launching. I don't want to be in competition with those guys because they're the best. And then, of course, these are free videos. And, you're going to get all kinds of cool stuff over there. And I redid that email list because I have coaching now that I'm doing. I have Activate Your Magic, Advanced Manifesting. We're doing cray stuff. We're going into that world now. We're crossing over into different frequencies and dimensions where we're going to get intuition, we're going to get messages, we're going to have our psychic abilities enhanced. Intuition is going to be stronger. You're going to see and know things. You're going to have to make decisions based on that if you want to go in the right direction, because you cannot trust what's going on out there because it's just a combination of different choices. And a lot of them are driven by ego and wanting you to stay in fear. We're done with it. We're going to break through it. Okay, yeah. Tough planet to be on, but that's what you came here for. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you. Namaste.